Alien Awakening. What's happening with the final Alien franchise? Explained. There is something extraordinary about the Alien franchise that has drawn fans ever since the first movie came out. The horror of the unknown, the mysterious world unexplored, it all seemed to add up for a perfect entertainer. When the first Alien movie came out in the year 1979, it redefined science fiction horror. Audiences marveled at the amazing spectacle, and it became the most talked about sci-fi movie in that era. The director Ridley Scott attained the status of a maestro with the horrific beast of an alien creature that he created in this movie with the help of genius H.R. Giger that still gives nightmares to the viewers. The franchise reached greater heights when James Cameron took charge of the sequel, Aliens. This was an even greater hit. It was appreciated from all quarters, prompting the makers to think about further follow-ups to the space horror franchise. Before long, they were out with a third and fourth movie of the series, Alien 3 and Alien Resurrection. Turns out their fantastic run had been halted. These movies were not so good when compared to the previous installments, and fans were rather disappointed at the turn of events. Even though the movies were a failure in the eyes of the critics, they did make a lot of money for the studios, and Ridley Scott was brought back with further plans of bolstering the franchise. Before we go into our list, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click from you, but it means a lot to us. Thank you. Let's begin. Ridley Scott makes a comeback. Just as you would think that the craze for the Alien franchise had fizzled out, Ridley Scott introduced another movie in the Alien franchise titled Prometheus, which released in 2012. This movie was the first one of the prequel trilogy that Ridley wanted to create. The main intent of these movies was to unveil the origin story and reason for the existence of the perfect organism, the xenomorphs. Prometheus introduced some crazy primitive species of xenomorphs known as neomorphs. Prometheus was a massive hit, and fans were eager for more, and Scott did not disappoint them. Soon we had another movie in the same continuity known as Alien Covenant. The story for this movie was rather intriguing. It shows a group of scientists in a damaged spaceship as they take refuge on a nearby planet. In line with the previous movies, the crew encounters the ever-evolving xenomorphs and is scrambling for their lives. However, the movie failed to live up to the buzz that it had created. 20th Century Fox was not exactly amused with the modest $240 million that the movie managed at the box office. While it was not a financial disaster, it kind of signaled the producers to take a backseat on the third movie. At the same time, lots of rumors were floating around about a supposed sequel for this movie. Apparently, the director had started working on the ideas as the Covenant movie released. Even though Fox Studios made it fairly clear that they would be reassessing the future of further movies, speculations were rife about a possible sequel. Ridley Scott had stated in an interview, "If Alien Covenant is successful, and then the next one, there will definitely be 3 more. Now fans were left to wonder about the fate of their favorite franchise because Alien Covenant was not the kind of success everyone had in mind. How Ridley Scott's plans took a hit. The veteran director was working on the Alien Awakening, which was supposed to make for a great trilogy following Prometheus and Alien Covenant. With rumor mills running strong with the news of a new movie, disaster struck. Fox Entertainment was bought by Disney, and this merger temporarily spelled doom on his plans. Fox came with a baggage of too many open movies, and in such a situation, Scott's project was in limbo. The troubling news is that Disney's focus is more on the family-pleasing stories instead of the R-rated content. Although the CEO of Disney has gone on record to state that they are open to R-rated movies, the fate of this one still hangs in the balance. This isn't the first time that an Alien movie stands in the doldrums. Previously, Neil Blomkamp had proposed a 5th Alien movie, and his project was even approved by Fox Studios. Neil released some interesting concept art for the film, and fans got extremely excited because those pictures had the badass Sigourney Weaver's character Ripley in them. The xenomorphs looked very different, and they had some mechanical cyborg thing going on with them. This movie was supposed to be in a different timeline than Prometheus. After some time, all the updates from Blomkamp went into complete radio silence. Nothing eventually materialized, and the project was shelved. In 2019, again James Cameron had stated that he's working with Neil's project as an advisor, and someone else will be leading the directorial effort in the later phases of the production cycle, but as the time went on, he got consumed more into his upcoming Avatar movies and he silently stepped down. As of now, no one's working on Blomkamp's Ripley idea at the moment, which was supposed to be Alien 5. Alien TV shows. Why should movies have all the fun? If reports are supposed to be believed, we can have 2 TV shows in the Alien universe. They're most likely to be aired online in the streaming platforms. In 2018, such rumors had surfaced and died out. This time around, the news is more convincing. Hulu is believed to be developing one such TV show that will have an anthology format. Ridley Scott is apparently producing the project. Every season will explore some new storylines for the Alien universe. One of the interesting things about the Alien universe is that it has several loose ends and unexplored territories. That makes the subject of TV shows rather interesting. They could easily look into one of the uncharted territories and find material for a season. Fox has reportedly shown some interest in this project, but to be fair, they did so for Neil Blomkamp's canceled project as well. Fingers crossed for this one. We personally think that these shows can materialize because in the honor of the 40th anniversary of the first Alien film, 6 talented filmmakers got some budget to create short films in the Alien universe. These films can be found under the YouTube channel Alien Anthology, and these videos garnered millions of views. It appears like a test from showrunners to understand what direction they should choose and how is the audience reacting to these small stories. Looking at the views and the comments, it's a massive success in our opinion. Let's see what happens. News for Alien Awakening. With so much buzz around the potential sequel, it's time to clear the air. Back in 2018, Ridley Scott had hinted that the character of the android David will be back. Some of the survivor engineers will return to take revenge on David because he'd caused genocide on their planet, as we've seen in Alien Covenant. This would all take place in LV-426, the planet where the main protagonist of Alien franchise, Ripley, first saw the xenomorphs. Alien Awakening was supposed to complete the circle of events from prequels to sequels. In a recent interview, Ridley said that there are still a lot of stories to be told in the Alien franchise, but the franchise has to re-evolve. He further adds, "What I always thought when I was making it, the first one, why would a creature like this be made, and why was it traveling in what I always thought was a kind of warcraft, which was carrying a cargo of these eggs?" Scott said, "What was the purpose of the vehicle and what was the purpose of the eggs? That's the thing to question. Who, why, and for what purpose in the next idea, I think. We could only offer you with speculations over the various storylines that you can expect in a future project from the iconic franchise. With Ridley's most recent update, you can expect him to shed light once again in resolving the mysteries related to the existence of the xenomorphs. But sometimes a little mystery helps in igniting the fear factor. We are waiting as eagerly as you are, and for now, this is all we can tell you. You can certainly hope for Alien Awakening in the distant future. The Alien TV shows might be a reality as well, but we would recommend that you not get your hopes up too high. Let's just pray that the legendary franchise can sign off in style. And if you liked our content, please subscribe and leave a like. Have a fantastic day ahead, and stay safe.